Hi Mariana, hi Gretchen. This is going to be a video for the baby chopper visual at measure 35 in movement 1, just like explaining it and running through it for a reference point. Okay, so you're at measure 35 and you should be at set and your feet should be in second position here with the drill. So count 1 of measure 35, you're flipping up from set to just a regular flat. And you're staying here for a whole measure, so 3 counts. And then the next count, you're going to move down here. So it should be 1, 2, 3, move. And then you're going to stay here for a whole measure for another 3 counts. So you just take the flat and you just move it down to an orchestral position with the right hand on top and left hand on bottom. And then the measure after that, on beat 1, you are going to flip the cymbals so that they are in line with each other, and the right hand is going to flip so that the inside of the cymbal with the knot is going to be facing up, and then the left hand is going to flip so the inside of the cymbal with the knot is facing down. And there should be about like 2 to 3 finger gaps between the cymbals here, so we avoid contact when we do that flip. So from here, it should be 1, 2, 3, and then you stay here for that entire measure. The next measure, on count 1, you slide the right into the left, so that way the edges of the pads go into the edges of the cymbals here, like so. And it should look like this, with the right cymbal being over the left one. And you stay here for an entire measure. So this is an entire measure, 1, 2, 3, and then the next measure, count 1, you come down here. And the way you get down here is that from this position, you're going to move up, so your right hand is on top and your left hand's on bottom. Then you're going to move down, and you're pretty much going straight down, so you're going to have a naturally curved back. I'll do like a side view. So you're going to have like a naturally curved back, and your head should also be facing down, so you should be looking at your cymbals, because I don't want your head looking up, because this is very awkward, and it will also hurt your neck. So this is count 1 of the next measure. And then you stay here for an entire measure, so you go 1, 2, 3. Next measure, you're taking the entire measure to move up to this position here. So your left arm should be crossing your face here, and your right hand should be the more forward hand, so that this right cymbal should be in front. So I'll show it again. From here, you're taking the entire 3 counts of this measure. You're going to rotate the right cymbal back to you, and then you're going to rotate it out. So the left one is resting on your shoulder. And we talked about this before. Once you guys get uniforms on, and if that like disrupts like what your hat and your shako are, you can go ahead and move it up. But the point is that the left cymbal should be the one that is closest to you, and the right cymbal should be the farthest. So that move looks like this. So it goes 1, 2, 3, and then you basically sledgehammer it or baby chop it down on count 1 of the next measure. And this one isn't as steep of a vertical as the one you were just at. So it's like a lower 45 essentially, but you are still looking down at your cymbals here. And it should be that your left one is the farther one from you, and your right one is the closest one from you, like so. So you go from like carrying the sledgehammer or about to pick up the baby to chopping the baby, and this move should be very aggressive because the tempo is not only very fast, but if you're aggressive with this motion, it makes it look a lot better if you do it like this than versus if you just do it really slow, because it looks very lazy. And this entire visual is very big, so you got one of the priorities I want you guys to focus on is making sure that every move is very sharp and in time, especially with each other. Because if you're lazy with this visual, it's going to be one of the most easiest things to notice in comparison with you and the rest of the band and the drum line. So you're here at this point. So you go 1, 2, 3, and then count 1 in the next measure. You just come back to standing straight up, and your arms are forward. Your left arm is entirely extended. Your right arm is bent here. In this case, it's like a gun, and you just go shoo like that. And then count 3. You're going to unlock your cymbals from each other. So you go into a flat crash prep on count 3, and then you have a crash on count 1. Yeah, so that's how that visual works. Just remember, another big thing for this is that you guys really need to count this out, because this is going to make a sound when you unlock them from each other, and I need that sound to be together between the two of you, because it's just coming to that prep is just as important as doing a simple basic prep. You guys need to do everything together because you are one line, and unless it's a split part, it needs to be in unison. So as a slow walkthrough of what the visual is, I'm just going to do all of it together very slowly, and just to give you an overall view of what it should look like. So it should go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, crash. And I'll just give you a side view. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, crash. And that is the Baby Chopper visual starting at measure 35 in part 1.